Hello YouTube, Master Waffles here, gonna show you another game of Fall of the Samurai, and I'm just gonna tell you my units pretty quickly, or slowly, or, well, I have no idea, presently? Okay, anyway, I have three Black Tortoise forces, and these guys, they're better than White Tiger Force, definitely. They have better reload skill and accuracy, but they're still not as good as Line Infantry, but they're pretty good for, like, soaking up bullets. Anyway, I have three Black Bear Infantry, two Spear Levies, like usual, and one Infantry de Marine, or my faithful French cooks, that give me the escargot I need to feed my walrus men, and my walrus army. I also have a Saber Cav, and a Carbine Cav. Now, I just unlocked the Carbine Cav recently, and from what I use it for, it's not really used for up-and-close battles. It's more like what the bow cav was in Shogun 2, which was you fire your first volley, then you run away. It's more of a hit-and-run unit, and it does incredible damage. And its reload skill is pretty good too, so you can like just keep firing away over and over again. Anyway, let's look at my opponent. He has four units of Red Bear Infantry and two units of Katana Kachi and 2 units of Yarikachi, as well as 3 units of Yariki. So already my opponent does have an advantage in terms of cav. His army is more suited for anti-cav because let me see. Yariki do about like 15 damage versus cav bonus wise. Saber Cav do have 17 attack, but they don't have any bonus versus cav, so it becomes a real problem, and they usually get owned by Yariki. Just like how the Katana Cav would get raped by Naginata Warrior Monks. And also having a Carbine Cav doesn't help either, because it really doesn't have bonus either. Against Cav, all it does is just fire carbines. And when you're right next to a horse that's fighting, and then you're shooting bullets at it to kill the enemy, you're gonna get the friendly fire morale drop or decrease or deduction, whatever you want to call it. And it's gonna hurt like a bitch for your guys, and they're gonna have a ton of morale shocks. There we go, morale shocks. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm fortifying my guys over here. I want to take down this position because it's a hill, and it's pretty good. I can have a good field of view. And at the same time, he's trying to charge in his Yariki. He wants to do something with them. I don't want to engage his Yariki at all because they're just going to rape my cav units, and I need to keep them alive. And my opponent makes a huge mistake right over here. He then sends in his Yariki foolishly into the Black Bears. Like, look at that. Completely getting blindsided by these Black Bears, and just that one volley literally weakened them up immensely. So now they even ran into the Black Bears, and now they've also ran into my Saber Cav and my Infantry de Marine. And with all these units working together, surrounding them, it's become really hard for these Yariki to even survive. And as you can see, they do rout fairly easily. Saber Cav might be bad against Cav units, but if they're used properly, like, if it's like how you would use a Yari Cav in Shogun 2. Holy shit. My 2 units of Black Tortoise forces just opened fire on these random horses. This is like animal abuse. Let's see if he can live. Yes, he'll live another day. But if you use your cav like that, which is you attack first with a cav that has bonus versus cavalry, like let's say Naginata Warrior Monks and stuff. Naginata Warrior Monk cav and stuff, and then you surround the enemy cav with your Saber Cav or Katana Cav, then it will be able to do enough damage to that enemy cav unit that it will completely fuck it over. Now anyway, my forces are beginning to engage his guys, and my opponent does have a major advantage in this engagement, which is that his units have a better line of sight than I do. My units, this one especially over here, can't fire on these 2 guys because they don't have the line of sight at all. I mean, look at this. Most of the game, he doesn't even fire. He just stands there and waits for to die, pretty much. This guy over here has to handle 2 red bear infantry, and it does weaken up one of them significantly, but it's just getting raped by the other one. So the battle is going pretty bad in terms of the line infantry wise. And I'm trying to find a good line of sight to exactly attack his guys, but as you can see, every single time I try to right click and press the fire or something like that to attack his guys, they just walk forward, and this just happens over and over again. And as you can see, they finally rout. Over here, I tried to do a little bit of an ambush around the back, but then I noticed that his Yarikachi and his Katana Kachi were in the back, and then I had to run back away to save my Carbine Cav, but it was too late for my Yariki, so I unfortunately lost my Yariki. So over here, this line battle isn't going in my favor at all, as I just said before. One of my Walrus Dreadlocks has already gone down, and this one, it really doesn't have any good line of sight whatsoever compared to the other guy that I just had over here. Because this is like a very horrible engagement I got myself into. And as you can see, I'm pressing right click. I'm right clicking on one of his units, but they're not firing at all. And now they'll begin to fire in a second, I think. Nope, they're just gonna keep running. So, yeah, I'm having very huge problems. And the thing is that I don't want these guys to walk so far up the hill, because, for one, there are melee units over here that could gladly just run down the hill and then just completely own me. I mean, line infantry versus melee units in a one-on-one fight, melee units will always win because they have better melee attack and melee defense. So it's not really looking good. My harassment techniques over here have caused my Yariki to die over here. I mean, look at this. My poor Yariki. I mean, no wait, my Saber Cav. Oh my god. I've been calling it my Yariki this entire time. And another thing that has been going for me in this battle is my line infantry haven't been able to get any good shots off at his guys. I was able to rout one of his guys, but he was able to rout 2 of my guys. And it's not really looking good for me. He has a better position than me, a way better position. He's just able to fire down, and fire down volley after volley after volley at my guys, and I can't even get like a good enough position to fire back. I have begun to harass his guys at the rear, but it's not really cutting it. So right now, this is how the battle is pretty much gonna lay out. The good part about this is that his cav is dead, so I have the cav advantage, but he has the position and the line infantry advantage. He doesn't have in terms of quality of better line infantry, but he has a better position than me, which means he can like easily rape my line infantry. So over here, I do get the idea to try and kite his units and try to lure them into my faithful Black Bear infantry over here. So far, it is working, as he is following me. Let's see them getting fired upon. Nope, they're gonna run back. Oh shit! Took out 15 of his guys or so. Over here, I do send in my French cooks to try and help out. Since the French cooks are pretty much badasses overall in reload skill and accuracy, they should be able to handle these 2 Red Bear infantry lickily split, as long as they get a better position. But as of right now, I can't even find a good enough position to even put in line infantry. So I'm gonna try this again. I'm gonna try and lure them out, and then I'm gonna run away. And then he's gonna get a good volley off. About 3, 2, 1. There we go. Gets a nice volley, bringing him down to 86. And my Carbine Cav now turn around and start firing at his guys. So he's just going down and down and down. So over here on this side, I have a better position as I'm able to just lure his melee units out like this. I mean, look, it's like the last samurai, and they're just charging forward. And 3, 2, 1. Bam. They rout. Over here, however, I also get another good position. My infantry Day Marine was able to find a position that, well, pretty much allows him to fire at these guys, and damn, do they do a ton of damage. This guy is immediately routed because of the infantry de marines suppression ability and just their sheer power and reload skill and accuracy. This red bear infantry over here is going to try and support, but I think it's about too late because this guy is already about to rout. I mean, look at this suppression, and he's constantly getting bombarded. He's already down from 56 to 26. It's just too late for this guy. Over here, my carbine cav is going to continue harassing. We're going to try and get out as many melee units as we can so that these two black bear infantry forces, actually black tortoise and black bear infantry, sorry, can just like pound at his melee units and just completely eliminate them. And as you can see, it does work out awesomely. My infantry de marines did a fabulous job at killing both of the red bear infantry forces. Both of these two line infantry that gave me problems before are now completely dead, and now he has a disadvantage in line infantry because he has so little now. So it's now 2 line infantry versus 2 melee units, two sword units and 1 spear versus all my line infantry and 1 of my spear and my carbine cav. Now over here, I do use a technique one of my clan members taught me called Crusade. He was in an earlier video, but what you do is that you try to kite a melee unit, and you tell another gunpowder unit, anything like a black tortoise force or a rifleman even, or another line infantry per se, you tell them to turn around sideways or in a different direction, and as your unit is running away from the melee unit that it's being chased by, your other line infantry could just simply then fire upon his guys and just rout them that way. Like as you can see, my carbine cav was able to shoot at his Yarikachi all the way over here because my black bear infantry was just able to run away so far. And now he's still trying to charge in his guys, but by this time it's already too late. I've just killed too many of his line infantry for him to even survive as this time. Even my general gets a few kills over here. In fact, this line infantry unit's about to rout. He's gonna get off a good volley on my infantry de marine. And as you can see, over here, this is like a massively good position. Oh my god, that was a lot of blood. But anyway, that's... Did he just get shot in the back and he's not even... Oh, okay, alright. Now he dies. And with blood on my screen, we're gonna end the video right now. One of my major mistakes was when he attacked me over here with his Yariki. He lost the cav advantage, and when you lose the cav advantage, you do lose the game pretty much sometimes. Over here, he had an awesome position as well, but he lost 2 melee... sorry. Fuck. I hate Mondays. Anyway, over here, he lost too many melee units. He didn't micro them well, and he allowed my cav to just kite them, lured them into my rifleman squads, and they just completely obliterated his melee units. He should have kept them on hold guard or something, and just attacked when the moment was right, when my line infantry were at the weakest. But his position and his planning were really good. This entire position that he had completely routed 3 of my units successfully, and I believe that if he had kept his cav alive and didn't lose his melee units so soon, then he would be able to win. Anyway, thank you for watching, and tune in next time for more videos.